We've now made it through another book of the Bible. I do hope that you're reading the Bible through with us, and that you are going through the Devos, onebaptist.org/devotional with us as well, and that your life is being enriched, and God is accomplishing His purpose through this, through the 1 minute, and bringing the Word to you and bringing you through the Word. And I pray that the Word will go now through you to other people. And on that note, thanks to everybody who has participated in sharing these videos and getting them out there in front of other people that I don't know. And in this world of social media, we are thankful how all that can work, and we can get the word out to even more, because ultimately He is who it is all about. Now, we've made it through another book of the Bible, as I said, and as you enter into 1 Kings today, we now see that the Bible begins in verse 1. Now King David was old and stricken in years. In other words, it has now, we're nearing the end of David's reign. And so, as is typical when one is ending their reign or their position, then others start jockeying, is the phrase we would use for that position. Now, it would seem logical that the one who would follow David on his throne would be the next son in line. Now, ironically, you got Amnon had been killed. David's second son Daniel had died. Absalom had been killed, and now here you are. And so Adonijah would have thought that it should be his time for the throne. But he knew. In fact, the Bible tells us in verse 17 of chapter 1 of 1 Kings that Adonijah knew that it was Solomon, his brother, that David was going to choose to follow him on the throne. Solomon, by the way, will be the one who's in your Christ revealed, which is a picture of Jesus Christ today. Make sure you see that part of your Devo. Now, on that note of him knowing that Solomon is David's choice for the throne, what Adonijah does is he starts scheming and deceiving to be able to beat him to it. Not only beat Solly to the throne, but to beat David's commissioning of such and the handing off. And so that's what you see going on. You come to verse 5 there, and you'll see that Adonijah had a spirit of exalting himself. That's literally what the verse says there. And when we see this son of David exalting himself, we should ask, wonder what made him that kind of adult. And the very next verse tells us, it says that David had never opposed. David had never even questioned his son Adonijah. And in not questioning him, in his raising of Adonijah, and not disciplining him, without giving him limits in his life, then Adonijah would be what you and I would call today a spoiled kid, who's now a spoiled adult. Listen, I heard this phrase, I have it written down: an undisciplined child may look cute to his or her parents, but an undisciplined adult destroys himself and others. And I would dare say that all of us know people who probably are those kind of people, right? And yet, it's probably somewhere where when they were a child, they never had discipline. I don't know where you are in your age of parenting. Listen, I got 6 kids myself, now 4 grandchildren, so I understand, man, that we will continue to reap what we sow in parenting. But I do know this: the Bible speaks to us about setting limits for our children, training them up under the nurture and admonition of the Lord, is letting them know that there is an authority above them. And if we don't teach them that, then we will produce an Adonijah who by self-exaltation turned out to be self-defeated. Which, by the way, doesn't the Bible tells us that? Proverbs chapter 16 and 18, pride goeth before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Ironically, he wanted to be honored. And the scripture says in Proverbs 18 verse 12, before honor comes humility. You see, later on, it cost Adonijah his life because he just couldn't be told no to what he wanted. Let's learn those lessons, teach them to our children earlier, and make a difference while we can. God bless.